Suddenly there will be a sound from the road. Poing, 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 poing. Ice, ice, ice. He will start running. He will jump holding his dhoti in the road behind that ice wallas. And everybody will feel ashamed. Yo, I told you are such a great soul, and in front of all my relatives and neighbors, you are running like this for ice cream. Everybody were talking to him, but he's seeing only Kali everywhere. Imagine everywhere Kali speaking. You go mentally retarded. There's no wall. Everywhere Kali. One day, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa saw Kali standing in the balcony and looking at all the Kolkata people. And he went to Ramakrishna. He went to Kali and he spoke to Kali. And suddenly he noticed Kali is not having shadow. Suddenly Ramakrishna Paramahamsa stopped bhajan. He never stops bhajan because he's in that level of attention and disappeared from that world. But suddenly he stopped bhajan. Straight away came to Rani Rashmani and he slapped. I'll not slap, yeah? He slapped, what? Except one person. See, for everybody when something is happening normal, there is somebody who's conscious. For that person, nothing is normal. That person is having a different eye, third eye. He will see not a normal thing. He will learn from everything something deeper. And one such person, and his name was Madhur Babu. And he saw, Arre yaar, this boy is not a normal boy. This boy was speaking in front of these many people, and this boy not only just saw, but also what did this boy do? He solved the problem. Who told you, you are a Mahatma, you are a detached soul, but you are always attached to me. You are always telling, hey Narendra, Narendra. That means you are attached to me, right? And attachment is bad, right? That means you are not a real sannyasi, right? And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is so innocent, he get confused. He said, am I attached to you? Wait, I'll ask Kali and come, and you will run away inside the temple. Today we are going to talk about Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Last time we were speaking about Swami Vivekananda. We heard so many stories of Swami Vivekananda. It's going to be kind of a continuity, but in the reverse order. Until and unless a person is not very much aware of Indian spirituality, try to explore Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, they get confused. Because Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is versatile. And he is not for a common man. Common man who doesn't know or who doesn't, have the taste of spirituality. In Indian system, we have versatile titles. You might have heard Swamijis, Sadhu, Sant, Mahatma, Paramahams, Muni, Rishi, Maharishi, Guru, Sadguru. Anything did I miss? Avatar, Jagat Guru. Shankaracharya is a person. Title, Jagat Guru. Then we have Aghori, Nath. Then we have Avadhut. I am not talking about human beings. Huh? These are all titles given for human beings when they reach different levels. So, normally when suddenly a person comes from a Western system, they know saint. The seal will be given, certificate will be given from headquarters, Rome. And it's an official certificate. So those people, those who have those knowledge can't understand this system, which is so complex, so many things, so many levels. And the human mind always wants to judge things in rank, jati. 4-pointer or 8-pointer? 8-pointer means good, 4-pointer means low. Right? Rich, poor. We go based on the comparison and everything is relative grading. But these things are not relative grading. They all are in different dimension. They work in a different domain, in a different perspective. So you can't compare an Aghori or an Avadhuta with one Sadguru or a Mahatma or a Maharishi. They all are in different world. Their conditions are different. Their styles are different. Their expressions are different. And there's Pandit also. We forgot Pandit. So Pandits are also there in that list. So many people, so many versatile approaches. Indians are very, very big-hearted people. So wherever they go, they will have multiple options. And spirituality is the origin of all approach because this is the one thing which lies in everything. So before entering into Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, it is better to tell all these things. Otherwise, we will put Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also one among that list. One more sadhu, one more sannyasi. No. is Paramahamsa. We need to understand now the beauty of Paramahamsa. Before going there, we will see stories. Instead of talking big things, it is better to talk the stories so that you will understand the intensity. So I have designed this in such a way that I'm going to show you different piece of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's life, and we are going to listen to different stories of him in his personal life. There are a few things which are narrated through him and it was documented by the people those who were around him, and there were few people those who remembered few things and documented later on. So we have so many sources of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's life. So basically Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, his real name was Gadadhar. Gadadhar, the one who holds Gada, Vishnu, not Bhima. And Gadadhar is his native name, parents gave name. And he is not, the first child and all. He had elder brothers. And he was a normal child. But he had a deep passion towards spirituality. From his childhood, he has a deep connection towards God. And he always asked questions everywhere. Not like Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda asked one question. What question? Have you seen God? Have you seen God? But he asked most difficult questions. And when he started asking all these questions, not to others, but to himself, he got many answers. See, there are two types of approach. One type goes outside. One type goes inside. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is monk maker. We only know one name very famous, Swami Vivekananda. But he is a monk maker. He made so many monks. More than 17, 18 monks. And there was one man who was called as Latu, who was a very, very dumb person according to education and knowledge and common sense. And that person became Adbhutananda. He became Adbhutananda. He was having that kind of a knowledge that everybody started unbelievably, looking forward to him because he became such an intelligent person. And everything was done by this one master. And he, monk makers, he doesn't just give sannyas, but he creates people from wherever they are, he will take him to different space. So when he was a boy, he was normal. He was a typical person and he is not that much focused on education. So family was not giving him primary education, go. No, he was living, he was from a very small village and he was from a poor family. So everybody were doing basic knowledge of shlokas and pujas and everything, and they will go for puja. He is from a very poor Brahmin family. So his elder brother was in Kolkata and he was doing puja and other things there. So he was having less money. Therefore he told, my dear brother, you also come, so that we can manage and we can take care of our family. So in a very young age, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa moved to Kolkata to work with his brother so that he can earn some money for his family. So he started earning money. Typical normal story, but something deeper happened. He had so deep inclination towards spirituality that he decided whatever the family demand is there, I will do, but that is just for the duty sake. But I have a bigger duty towards my soul, and I will search for that soul, and I will search for that divine purpose. So he was very sharp. He chose to be wherever he was. And many of our students' college days, but we choose something, but we can't, and parents choose, and after choosing, we go on complaining. No, he was not like that. Once he take up task as his own task, whether he likes or dislikes. So he was in that kind of a very straightforward person. Next, one day what happened, there was a widow Rani, queen in Calcutta. Her name is Rani Rashmoni. And this Rani was very, very powerful, very, very rich, filthy rich. When her husband died, he gave the entire property and she was the boss of all. And she was not only boss for the wealth, but she was also boss for herself. Her mind is in her control. And she was very daring and bold. See, she's like our Shivagami of Bahubali, if you want to understand the power of her. One day what happened, I'll just tell her so that you will understand the intensity of Rashmoni. She plays a very vital role in the journey of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's career. What happened, Rashmani, she was elder to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, very elder, very old lady. She had 3 daughters and all are married, and she was like a Rajamata. And she was so determined in the path what she wanted to live for. That is for Sanatan Dharma. And there were so many music festivals happening and they were playing many musics and all. And the nearby British people's accommodations were there, and they were all very irritated night to listen to all this music for Kali festival. So they all told, come and complain, see, stop the music. Night, this kind of music is not advisable. We want to sleep, don't disturb us. And the news came to Rashmani. You know what Rani told? Invite more musicians, bring more musical instruments, and tonight it is going to be double the blast. And the case became so serious, they all went and complained in the court. And in the court, they called and they told the nuisance case, therefore, put 550 rupees fine. Real story, huh? Those days 50 means a big number. 50 rupees fine. And this lady was so strong. She gave 50 rupees, went back and blocked the road. The road which the Britishers used to enter into their accommodation area. Why? Because she decided that we want to show you who I am. This is my country, my land, my country festival, and you decide what I want to do. This road is mine, right? So I was allowing you to walk through my road, right? I'll lock my road. The very people, those who filed a case, they came and begged, please, we understood who you are now. Please forgive us. Please open the door. She was that kind of a lady. One day, in her dream, she got a call. Sometimes in dreams, we get a direct call from higher sources. She was deciding to go to Kashi with a big team. So she booked an entire train and she thought of spending thousands of rupees. And the previous day, she got a dream. And in that dream, Mother Kali came and she told, my dear daughter, why to worship me as Annapurni there in Kashi? Built a temple for me in the river bank of Ganges. I myself will come as Kali there. And this dream was so daring, so real, that she took a call. She stopped the entire trip. The entire money which she had for the trip, she took the entire money she invested in buying a piece of land near Ganges river, and she built a temple. Very beautiful temple. 6 months ago I visited, next week I am going to visit. Beautiful temple, amazing temple. And there's a black Kali Vigraham. But she was not satisfied. She told, build one more temple next. Whose? Radha and Krishna temple. Okay, done. And still something is missing. She told, build 12 Shivalingam temple in the opposite of all these Kali and Krishna Radha. That was also done. Unimaginably huge construction from the best architecture, and still those structures exist. Amazing temple, very powerful Kali. In South India temple, Kali temple, what happens is 4 sides close, 3 sides close, 1 side door, and people will come, watch, go, right? And we can't see Kali side look, left look, right look, back look and all, right? In this Kali temple, they have 4 doors. When I first went, there was a queue, and there was a big queue, and there was a small queue, and both were going to temple. I was thinking maybe that is for some archana. So I went to the short queue. Then they showed only the right side of the Kali. And then I understood. Then I asked, there are 4 queues in 4 directions. And there are people, those who go and see in every queue and see Kali from all 4 directions. Kali is super powerful. Definitely you should visit. And what is that Kali's name? Dakshineshwar Kali. And in that Kali temple, there was a person who was doing puja. Everything was going fine. Krishna temple, puja, everything was going fine. Rani Rashmani, this lady, was also calm and quiet and happy. But one day what happened? Krishna's statue was lifted for parikramana, and this Krishna statue fell down and the leg got broken. Next. And when the leg was broken, all the people started coming up with all funky stories. Krishna leg broke, Rani Rashmani's life is going to be in a big chaos, and the entire Vamsha is going to be done, this, that. This Rani was also afraid. She called all the best people, scriptures, pundits, and everybody give me advice what to do now. Everybody sat, all Brahmins in the city were invited, and everybody started giving their advice, and everybody told only one thing: discard this Krishna, bring a new Krishna. She was not happy, but there is no other option. Educated people, these people are telling. At that time, there was a 17-year-old boy among them. He just raised hand. Imagine that KGF raising hand. To speak among elders and educated and well-to-do people, you need guts, right? And a 17-year-old boy raised hand. In our college, when the faculty says, ask question, nobody asks question. Whereas when nobody is asking him to ask, he is raising his hand and he is saying, I have something to share. Everybody looked, young boy speaking, hello, chalo, speak, bolo. Kya? You know what the boy told? If Rani Rashmoni's son-in-law broke his leg, what will you do? Will you throw him and get one new son-in-law? Then everybody became serious. Everybody looked at Rashmani. And Rani told, well said, my dear son. We will not do the same if it is my son-in-law. So therefore, for Krishna also we should not do it. Though it is broken. But with the broken leg, what to do? Then the boy told, you can fix it. If you want, I will fix it. Everybody was surprised. Chalo, try karo. He took some time. You will not know Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was not only monk maker, he was also statue maker. And that Krishna statue is still there, which is not normal, which survived more than 170 years now, which is in front of Dakshineshwar Kali temple. And he fixed the Kali temple and the Shiva Krishna temple, Krishna statue, and everything went normal. And everybody were happy, and everybody patted the boy, good job, and everybody left, except one person. See, for everybody, when something is happening normal, there is somebody who is conscious. For that person, nothing is normal. That person is having a different eye, third eye. He will see not a normal thing. He will learn from everything something deeper. And one such person, and his name was Madhur Babu. And he saw, Arre yaar, this boy is not a normal boy. This boy was speaking in front of these many people, and this boy not only just saw, but also what did this boy do? He solved the problem. And everybody could get convinced with this boy. We should talk to this boy. And by that time, there was a vacancy, and this boy was placed as a pujari for Kali temple. Normal person, illiterate, he can write only his name in letters. Nothing else he can write other than that, which means he can't read any scriptures or books. He's not a pundit, he's not a philosopher, he's not a educated, certified, authorized, nothing. Just a pujari, he knows just to do puja. Done? Okay. So he was placed and he was kept for observation, that probationary period. So how this boy was doing puja, everything, everybody were observing. At that time, one day, can you change the slide? This will go a little later, but let that be in the scene. What happened? This boy started singing bhajan on Kali, and Rani Rashmoni came that day. And when she heard this bhajan, she started crying. And she said, let anything happen, this boy should not go. That songs are so deep and that emotion is doing something in me. Let this small boy be the pujari. Done. And this boy is now 16, 17 and he's growing and 4-5 years over, and his behaviors all are weird. Daytime he will be pujari and nighttime he will disappear. And he had his cousin and nephew, and this nephew also always will be mama, he will be with him. And he will do all the stupid things which normal people can't understand. And what will he do? He will go to the forest. Which forest? Not normal card, sudu card, cremation ground. And he will go there, and what he will do? He will sit nude, not with the dress. Without dress, he will sit there and close his eyes and look at the moon, look at the stars, and he will close his eyes and he will talk to Kali. Everybody thought he's pagal, because who will go to check whether what he is doing inside? Nobody will come. But this nephew will go. He will one day, he stopped. He went, what are you doing, mama? What is this? People didn't understand him. People judged him. And always judgment happens based on the knowledge you have. An LKG child will judge you based on the LKG knowledge. A PhD student will judge you based on the PhD knowledge. Yes or no? And everybody will judge, but even a beggar will judge you. If you search more, then you will think, yes or no? If you take away persons, take like this, that means you are going to take rupees, paper. But if you look down, putting all the things one side, then you are looking for a coin. Which means that a fraction of moment a beggar is judging you. Is he worthy to wait for, or shall I move on? Right? Judgment is inevitable. Wherever there is human mind, there is judgment. And everybody judged Paramahamsa from their own level. And he was not bothered, because he never cared for others. Because he knew, I want money for my family survival, therefore I am working. But this is just for duty sake, family duty sake, but I have a different, bigger duty for my life, that I want to understand God. And for that I am working for. And day and night he used to do meditation. And people all thought that he is not sleeping, he is becoming mentally retarded. Why? Because his eyes used to be reddish. Because he never sleeps. Daytime also he will be talking to Kali statue. Why are you not coming? Is it only for me you are not coming in the form of Kali, or for everybody you are not coming? Are you really listening to me or not? What's the problem? I am speaking to you daily and still there is no response. You understand, right? So obviously a normal person will go mad, right? You want to meet a pujari who says all flowery Sanskrit, oh, and then comes to you, or somebody who talks same like you to God also. What, Ganapati, our Vijay has come, do good for him. And if he comes and you to talk, let me talk and you get out, right? So people also couldn't understand this boy. So everybody thought thinking that this fellow is not an Archaka here. He's doing all weird things. Next. Therefore, this guy is not that worthy. But slowly he became so different. Let us also jump the story from front and back so that you will understand the intensity. Straight away going like a movie in the same flow, it doesn't match the interest. He became super famous. Run the screen. Fast forward. He became super famous. Everybody started attracted towards him. All the educated lot started following him and coming and touching his feet and sitting next to him and wanted him to speak and answer all their questions. And great, super talented national, international figures were also looking for him. And one such person is Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore also came to know about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa heard that Tagore is also interested to talk to him, he said, why him coming? Me go. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa went voluntarily to the door. Such a great person going to the door of another person because he is interested to see me. And then Tagore welcomed him and they both started speaking, and Tagore really liked Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And he told, next week the international top guests of the world are coming and I am also going to be there. To my house, I am inviting all of them. I think you also should come. You should share your wisdom with them. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa just smiled. Then he made one class. But wear some dress and come, okay? What did he say? Wear some dress and come. Because he doesn't wear full dress. He will wear one dhoti and one more towel on his body. That's all. He wears very less dress. So Tagore told, wear some dress and come, okay? But Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He is here to live every desire of the life. Will he try to put a suit and boot attached to talk to a few people? He told, no, this is what is my dress. Okay, but try to come. He said, went, and the next day Tagore sent one note to Babu, Madhur Babu. I think your teacher is not going to come with the dress, proper dress. Therefore, I think better let him not come. So tell him that he doesn't need to come. Understand, my dearest? Today, we consider people as great, unfortunately, based on the attachments which they have. Here, one big attachment in gold color. Tick, tick, car will sound. Which car is making that sound? Whether the car is small and lengthy, or whether it is high and heavy, or whether it is like a Maruti 800. Everything makes difference. Attachment gives value to a person, unfortunately, today. And you remember Swami Vivekananda's statement? When he addressed the two people in the road, those who said by seeing his dress, what did Vivekananda say to him? In your country, tailor makes the gentleman. In our country, character makes the gentleman. And he is that kind of person's guru, right? Do you think he will wear a dress to impress these people? And Tagore missed a very wonderful opportunity. Next. And he started doubting Kali. Literally, he started doubting. Really, Kali, you are there or not? I want to know you. You better prove yourself. Am I not worthy? Am I not having any... Do you think I have other thoughts? No, I have no other thoughts. I have only one thought, and that thought is you. And still you are not talking to me. Still you are not showing up. What's the problem? He started conversing so much that everybody thought he is mad. And they all went and told to Madhur Babu, all the devotees those who come to temple. Such a big temple, but this fellow is always talking like a human being to God. So everybody went and complained to the coordinator of the entire temple, Madhur Das. And Madhur Das came, observed, and he understood. Initially, I thought this boy is intelligent and smart. But now I understand this boy is not just intelligent and smart. This boy is a devotee. He's a bhakta. When he talks to Kali, I myself get a doubt. Maybe for my eye it is like a stone. Maybe Kali itself is listening. Just by his conversation, I can understand that according to him, he is talking to a real person. My God, this person is real. And I never met such a person who speaks to a stone as if it is a human being. Therefore, this person should be preserved. And he showed all these people, those who came for complaint. Go, go, go. We are not going to change him. He is the only priest. Those people don't want to, they are judging based on their level. And few days happened, and it went to that level where one day something weird happened. He started losing his patience. Who? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Gadadhar lost his patience. So he got so frustrated and he did something which is unbelievable. Before that, I'll tell you something. Very, very long time later on, when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Vivekananda, everybody were there in ashram. At that time, a young college grad came and he got attracted towards spirituality. And he came to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and told, "Oh, my dear Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, I know you are something and everybody prays about you. Tell me, I want to see God. So how to see God like you?" Vivekananda asked, and he showed, "I'll show to you," because he is Vivekananda. But this boy was just attracted, like seeing a poster, you get interest to watch a movie, right? Likewise, he got attracted towards spirituality and he came to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and told, "You have seen God, right? I also want to see. What to do?" Understand? Same question Vivekananda asked. Answer was different. And same question a normal person is asking. You know what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did? There was Ganges river flowing next to them when they were talking. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, "Come, come, come." The boy thought he is going to show God. The boy went near Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Without any second gap, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa caught hold of his neck and pushed him inside the water. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was so strong. That is the time the boy understood this old man is not old man. This boy, he was almost suffocating inside water and he was forcing himself. He started beating the water. He started trying to catch his hand. No use. And he was literally struggling. That moment he lifted. It took almost 20-30 seconds to become normal. And this boy got fully frustrated and, "What the hell? You want to kill me?" Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had that same innocent smile like a grandfather. Like a child, not grandfather. Nowadays grandfathers are also stressed. And like a small child, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa smiled and came very close to him. Very close. And told, "When you are inside the water, when the entire body was aching for air, were you thinking about you were desiring to see God? No. Now, then you won't see God. Bye. Get out." The boy understood something. He asked, What? No, explain. I didn't understand." Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa told, like when you are inside water, how much deep desire was there inside you to see God? I want to see, I want to come out, I want to have air, I want to breathe. What kind of continuous thought was there without any other distraction? That kind of a deep thought process, if you would have had towards God, that I want to see God, then pakka you will see God. Same question, two people, two different extreme answers. That is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa never gave a same answer to two people. He gave always answers to people based on who they are, what they are capable. And that was Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And now get back to the story. Now he had that kind of a desire. Now you understand. Now there is not a second thought happening in his head. Kali for 6 years, not 1 day, 2 days. 6 years, day and night he was thinking about Kali. He was contemplating about Kali. He was living with Kali. He was dreaming, meditating, everything Kali. And nothing happened. And that is that moment one day he decided and he told Kali, "See, it's done. I can't wait anymore. I want to see you. And if I can't see you, then I don't want to live this world. So 6 o'clock time for you. Before sunset, if you don't come and talk to me, I'm leaving. Not from your temple, but from this body." This conversation was very solid. And nobody cared what he was talking, because always he was talking something or the other. And that day night something deep happened. When the sunset was happening, the temple was exactly the same. But Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's whole world was different. He had that deep pain. He was waiting for that moment. Maybe now Kali will come and talk to me. Maybe no. Nothing happened. See, God is not like our mother. Our mother will run behind us and feed. She will scold 10 times. But when 8 o'clock happens, come and eat. With the same anger, she will also feed. God to a devotee is different. God to a devotee, it is different. Because here, the God wants the best out of the person to come out. And the God also wants the whole world to know who my son is. And 6 o'clock, oh yeah, sunset, oh yeah. He got so angry, it was so painful. He looked around with anger, and it is Kali temple, not some normal temple. So they had big swords, stylish, hanging in the wall. He took one. And he told Kali, don't wait, I will come to you. And he swinged on his neck. That's all he remembered. Next. And in that next moment, something miraculous happened. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, I was in the wave of light beaming from all directions. The walls disappeared, the temples disappeared, the Kali statue disappeared, I myself disappeared. But I was watching everything from all directions, and that's the most beautiful thing. I entered into a different realm, he says. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa himself says. And according to the world, what happened? He just fainted there, fell down unconscious. Everybody came running. He was talking and shouting, and suddenly, why the sound is not there? They all came and saw with the knife in his hand, he was falling down unconscious. So they lifted him, carried him, brought him to the room, kept him, called the doctor. No news, no use, nothing is happening. They told he is alive, but he is not getting up. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 1 night, 2 nights. No, for 3 days, 3 nights, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was unconscious. You remember Dr. Strange, right? Understand, my dearest, it is not only just told by 2-3 people in this country. Every Mahatmas I encountered different kinds of experience, and these experiences are same like something whatever Robin Sharma talks about in his book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. When a boy tries to enter into the Himalayas and suddenly falls, and suddenly somebody comes and takes him to a different realm where there is a world filled with the different kinds of plants. You remember that story, right? That kind of a new world Ramakrishna Paramahamsa entered, and for 3 days he was in a different world. And when he came back, the life changed. Understand, my dearest, there are so many Mahatmas in this country, so many Mahatmas, and everybody are unique, without doubt. But Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is so different that he was not seeing God, and with that one sight, he got the energy for the whole life to run and talk and sing poems. No. He was the only person, according to our very limited record, who had God always walking with him and talking to him like a chat GPT talking to us today. He had a customized God as a chat GPT for him, Kali. And whenever Vivekananda comes and asks him something, doubts him something, you remember that conversation, right? Last time when we told, Swami Vivekananda gets that, you are a Mahatma, you are a detached soul, but you are always attached to me. You are always telling, hey, Narendra. That means you are attached to me, right? And attachment is bad, right? That means you are not a real sannyasi, right? And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is so innocent, he get confused. He said, am I attached to you? Wait, I'll ask Kali and come. And you will run away inside the temple. And after 15 minutes, you will come and say, you are confusing me. No, I asked Kali. Kali clarified everything. I am not attached to you. I am attached to the things what you are going to do in this life. And the moment when I know that you are not doing which was supposed to be dharmic, then I will not work out. I will not even think of you. I will leave you. I am not attached to you. I am attached to the dharmic things which you are going to do. Which means he was literally going and literally he had a relationship of like a friend, like a teacher, and you won't believe it went to that level. Next. It went to that level where his relationship with Kali became so weird that people can't understand. One day people all came to see Kali for Arati, and in front of Kali statue somebody is sleeping in Garbhagudi. Who? Our hero. And this is apacharam. How can somebody yawn and sleep in a temple? People didn't get any approval from Shastras. And the other day they were coming, and the Naivedyam should be offered. Prasadam should be offered. First, what will they do? They will offer to God, and then they will take and give to us. He looked at God and he was about to offer. Oh, you want me to eat first? Okay, I'll eat and give. He ate, and then he gave. People went mad. And one day they came. And they all complained all these things to Rani Rashmoni also. Rashmoni asked Babu. Madhur Babu told, no, he's really having a very good conversation. He's really liking God. At the end of the day, he's loving God and the songs use proof. Rani responded, okay. Okay. She's also confused. But she agreed, okay. One day all the devotees came and complained. What? That the temple is locked here. And he's also not inside. He is sleeping in his room. At least he should do puja, right? If at all he worships. Now Rashmoni got angry. Call him. Arey, what's your problem? What is my problem? What's your problem? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is very daring. You remember that hand raising, right? So he would, what's your problem? No, you are supposed to do worship in the Kali temple, right? See, it is me and Kali. It's our relationship. We are having some quarrel and I am punishing her. What? Rani Rashmani got confused. Come again? Yeah. We are having some conversation and she was not doing correctly things. Therefore, I am punishing her for 2 days, no food for her. And I am not going to do puja for her. It's our deal. You don't interfere among our deal. And my dear, understand, there are so many miracles happening around us. There are so many amazing people around us. But unfortunately, our logical mind only connect with the people whom we know based on our movies and our Instagram feeds. And when we see raw, real, most of us miss it out. Most of us just pass it. Or we think idiots and mentally retarded. And Rani Rashmani was such a great person. She could see through this young man's eyes that what he is telling is true. He is really talking to God. So she told, hereafter if anybody comes in the name of complaining about this person, I will punish you all. And that was the last time any punishment complaint came against Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Next. One day what happened, Madhur Babu was the coordinator of all the temple, elder person, and he was sitting and he was watching, and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was walking in the corridor, very long corridor, very long in the sense, very long, okay, very long corridor, and 12 Shivalingam, this thing all are there. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was walking in the night, and suddenly Madhur Babu saw Shiva walking in the corridor. And he got goosebumps. Arey, Lord Shiva walking. Who now? And suddenly he was walking. Returned was not Shiva, was Kali himself was walking. And he got really afraid. He woke up, he opened his eyes, he rubbed his eyes and he was pinching himself to see what exactly, is it real, is it real? And then he saw Ramakrishna Paramahamsa walking. Something happened in him. He came running. He told, my dear father, and fell at his feet. Since then, Madhur Babu calls Ramakrishna Paramahamsa as father. A young man whom he appointed, he starts calling him father. So much of respect towards this young boy. Man, Madhur Babu started respecting him. You know, he told, hey, I was seeing Shiva, I was seeing Kali. Kali? Shiva? No. No. I saw Kali and Shiva. And he started surrendering himself as a devotee. One day, Madhur Babu went to Kashi and he brought the most costliest shawl. You can see the shawl, right? Not this shawl, it's just a decoration. Costliest shawl he purchased from Kashi, because when you love somebody, when you respect somebody, you get attached to, you want to give something. The love is always giving. So he bought a very costly shawl and he brought. And he was so happy that, Paramahamsa will be very happy he gave it. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa took it and took on his shoulder and he was thinking, oh, very soft, very nice, very. And by seeing his happiness, he was also happy and everybody was also telling him, very nice. And he was holding, he was covering up it. And not even 2-3 minutes happened. He removed the shawl, threw the shawl on the floor and he started talking to the shawl. How dare you decide my happiness? How dare you can convince me and distract me from the thought of God in my mind? How can I think about God? How can I think about you in the place of God? Everybody got shocked. What's happening here? And he started, he was not happy that he got such a thought in his head. So he started kicking that shawl. He started kicking and still he's not happy. He started spitting. He was not happy. He went and took matchbox. And everybody stopped him. Hey, Maharaj, I understood what is your intention. We will also think about God more. And they removed the shawl from his sight. We can't understand Mahatmas. Many a times Mahatmas' actions and thoughts are not for them, but for us as a teacher to learn, a student to learn. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to sing bhajans so nicely. He will sing bhajans, Bengali bhajans. The bhajans used to be in such a way that everybody tell Ramakrishna Paramahamsa bhajan, gone, gone, gone. I was always thinking, how can an old man sing that nicely where everybody fall in love with the person? And he will not sing bhajan sitting straight. No. When he sings bhajan, his body will move. And slowly his body will move in such a way that he will hold his mudra and he will close his eyes, he will go to samadhi and he will jump, jump, jump and dance and do so many different things. And many a times his small cloth in his hip and his shoulder also will fall. There are some real photos I'll show you where there will be always somebody waiting next to him. Why? Because if the towel falls, they will tie the towel. He will not be aware of their body where the towel is there or not. He is having that kind of a oneness. Unfortunately, today our attachment towards anything in our head is very limited. Therefore, we can't understand that kind of a oneness thought in any action. But Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had that kind of a concentration where his concentration reaches that level where it is not even called as concentration. It is kind of a concentration is the lowest one. Dharana. Meditation is not concentration. That is much bigger. Where there is a defocused focus. And Samadhi is ultimate. Where there is nirvikalpa, there is nirbija. So for example, I will tell you. Yes, I am interested to eat Rasagulla. And I am very much addicted to Rasagulla. Every day I eat Rasagulla. And one day I understood Rasagulla eating is not good. Therefore, I stopped eating Rasagulla. Now, the eating Rasagulla is not there, but the desire of eating Rasagulla is there. Now, that desire is called bija, seed. So, the moment when somebody brings Rasagulla, all the secretion will happen. Yes or no? Now, this is what is called temptation. Now, put in the name of Rasagulla all the other things. You understood what I am speaking. Now, in our head, we have different seeds. Shopping is one seed. Dress is one seed. Friend is one seed. Relative is one seed. Mark is one seed. Respect is one seed. Money is one seed. Lust is one seed. All things are nothing but seed. And for few people, the seeds are like banyan tree. And there are few people, the seeds are just sprouting. And we don't know whether it will grow big banyan or not. And many people trust, hey, this is just a baby. Nothing this will do. And you turn back banyan tree. And it will eat you. So this is what is our life. We are fighting with the seed and the plant. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa reached that level where the very seed was not there. Nirbija avastha, they say. Nirbija avastha. There is no thought. If at all there is a thought, then he himself injects. That kind of a level he reached. One day what happened? He was singing bhajan and he was dancing. And Rani Rashmani was also there. And she was also listening to the bhajan and singing. Suddenly Ramakrishna Paramahamsa stopped the bhajan. He never stops bhajan because he is in that level of attention and disappeared from that world. But suddenly he stopped the bhajan. Straight away came to Rani Rashmani and he slapped. I'll not slap, yeah? He slapped, but in front of whom? Everybody. And who's Rani Rashmani? Not even the temple coordinator, the founder of the very temple, the richest person in Kolkata. And he slapped in front of everybody. And she herself was shocked. Is it real? Did anybody slap me? Did this young boy slap me? There were so many issues going on in her personal life. There were so many cases on different land and acquisition. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa straight looked into her eyes and told, even now you want to think about the court case? She fell down at his feet. Sorry Maharaj, sorry Maharaj. They say Maharaj. All sannyasis and sadhus, how they call? Maharaj. Why Maharaj? Because Raja is somebody who takes care of the earth and the people. And Maharaja is the one who owns the entire galaxy, the whole universe. Because they don't own anything by which they own everything. And from that great mindset comes the great statements, Lokaha, Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu. Because Raja owns only, my kingdom Sukhino Bhavantu, my tree Sukhino Bhavantu, my river Sukhino Bhavantu. But Maharaja owns the whole world. And Amrita students all are Maharaja. Because for a whole day, every day in the morning, we are chanting for the whole world. Lokaha, Samasta, we all are Maharaja and Maharanis. So what happened? When the slap happened, she couldn't believe. And the moment when he told what was going in her head, now what? See, it is not like a magic. You are thinking about a court case now, right? See how I found it. No. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was not at all interested in powers and siddhis, though he had everything. So when he felt so bad, "Arey, you are in such a beautiful moment also." Because Ramakrishna Paramahamsa knows how great she is, how good devotee she is. And when that one slap came, her alignment happened. I should also try. Though spirituality is not 4 to 6 job. 8 to 4 working, 4 to 6 at temple. Every day I go to temple. See, from this corner to this corner, straight line. Basma. Chandan, straight line. Therefore I am spiritual. No. Spirituality is not in the appearance. Spirituality is not in the activity what we do. Spirituality is something inside. Thought process. Now tell me, spirituality is a religious activity or human activity? It is human activity. Every thought, every moment is spiritual, and this guy was like that. And when that slap happened, she understood, but all the poor people around him didn't understand him. No doubt. And imagine that queen, everybody are thinking queen is great. Now queen gets slapped by this fellow. Everybody will get angry on him. So all the good people and bad people, everybody sat together and discussed. We need to control this fellow. This fellow is doing so much. Somewhere we need to hold him. He's always talking about God. How to distract him? How to control him? There is no other way. Let us send him to Lakshmi Bai. Who is Lakshmi Bai? A prostitute. Real happened. Somebody gave advice and everybody decided, okay, maybe it's because of his brahmacharya nigraham. When a person doesn't release his sperm, when a person doesn't enter into the world of lust, then that person will have so much of power, so much of confidence, and his words will have power in such a way that whatever he tells will happen. And that person will control all the people around, and others will be very submissive in front of them. Even if they are elder, even if they are powerful, they'll become submissive in front of a person who is a kattar brahmachari. So we need to lose his energy a little bit. So what they decided, they sent him to Lakshmi Bai. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa doesn't do anything. They told, go and come, go. They pushed him inside. He went inside, and there was a beautiful lady sitting there. This is not Rani Rashmani, right? And this beautiful lady was sitting. And the moment when the lady, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, she didn't see lady. She see who? He saw who? Mother Kali, my dear Mother Kali, and he fell at the feet. That lady jumped and ran away. What are you doing? This is my business time. Why are you bringing sadhus and sannyasis? And she ran away. This scene was seen by Madhur Das. What? He was not even attracted by Lakshmi Rai. Even she ran away. Kya baat hai? If a person is not even moved by her beauty, that means this fellow is having much more happiness from some source. Who is thinking? Madhur Das is thinking. He told, I want to experience that happiness. He went, touched the feet of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and told, my dear father, what? I think you get some deep happiness. Give me the deep happiness. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa looked at him. You can't. It will be heavy. What heavy? It's enjoyable, right? It's happiness, right? You give me. I want. We should not ask something from Mahatmas if we can't bear it. Asking a Mahatma is very dangerous. Why? Because we don't know what we are asking. But they know who we are and what we are asking. Tatastu. Just 2 days, when Madhur Babu woke up from his bed, he was stunned, he was shocked. He couldn't step out of the bed. Why? Because he could see everywhere Kali. You remember Vivekananda's moment when he touched his chest, everything changed? Same kind of experience with Kali, and Madhur Das fainted. Because this is so strong. He was supposed to do accounts, everything. He sat, then he stops. His eyes became reddish. Why? He can't sleep. Everywhere Kali, day, night. And everybody were talking to him. But he's seeing only Kali everywhere. Imagine everywhere Kali speaking. You go mentally retarded. There's no wall. Everywhere Kali. And this is not me talking. Madhurdas days. What kind of an intense it was that I was thinking, Kali only right saying it's good only right. You tell Namaskar everywhere. No, no, no. After 3 days, what happened? He came and begged, Father, Father, bring me back normal. Now I understand what you told. I'm not ready. Please give me my normal life. He was afraid. Understand? Journey is something which is the most beautiful thing, not the destiny. You have confusion now in your life, beautiful thing. You have self-hate and you have self-doubt, it's the process. A train can't jump stations and reach somewhere. It should pass through all the stations on the way. Swami Vivekananda had confusions, you remember? So every soul should undergo all the problem, turmoil, confusion, ego, all 6 diseases. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsar. It's the nature of life. And that moment Madhur Babu understood, my dear Maharaj, I am so happy that you are so graceful. But I am unfortunately not ready and you are right. Please give me back my normal life. Next. And this is very philosophical. Are you all interested? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell about his life, how he had interactions with Kali in detail. And even the people, those who are imagining that he is imagining, will get confused. Maybe he's not imagining, maybe he's telling real. Because his conversations were so real that people can't even understand him in verbal sense. And one day, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa saw Kali standing in the balcony and looking at all the Kolkata people. And he went to Kali and he spoke to Kali. And suddenly he noticed Kali is not having shadow. He is having shadow, but Kali is not. See. And he asked Kali, Kali, I am having shadow. The wall is having shadow, but you are not having shadow. Why? Kali smiled and told, my dear son, do you think sun is not me? When the very light is me, how can be there shadow for me? And when this question came, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says a very big, deeper philosophical shadow was removed from his life. And later on, somebody asked Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, sir, there is free will in life or not? We all have this question. I am putting all effort, but mark is not coming. That fellow is not putting effort, but mark is coming. And when I did a mistake, I am get caught red hand. When that fellow did 10 times mistake, nobody get caught. Is it because of effort or it is because of luck? We have all this question in the head. So when somebody asked the same question of free will to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa smilingly told, it's without doubt that there is Jagat Janani, Ma Kali was there behind everything. But I'll explain you in an easy way. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa told a very small story. Imagine a goat which is tied with a long rope and you hit one end of the rope to the floor. Now what will the goat think? The goat will walk. Moment is there. The goat will walk. Moment is there. The goat will go and try for engineering. Moment is there. The goat will give up engineering. Moment is there. The goat will start one startup company. Moment is there. I decide my life and it's my will. But is it true? The goat is having full freedom? No. The goat is having a limited freedom. And within that limit, the goat can do so many things. And there are few idiotic dumb goats which will go around the rope, and in that small pole, all the rope will get tied, and the goat will move, and in 2 feet the rope will be tied. You understand? You have the potential, but whether you are having the ability to convert the potential to the kinetic is it in our hands. And there are few things, even it is not under your potential zone. And this entire thing Ramakrishna Paramahamsa explains in such a beautiful story of a goat. Understand? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa never studied, never went to school, never read a book, never wrote a book. But he was masters of masters, Paramahamsa. Next. There are few other stories which is connected with the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa in the later stage. I'll tell you this part and I will wind up. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to always sing bhajans and he was not addicted with anything. He will not eat food every time. Sharada Ma, his wife, used to come and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a married person. It's a big life, an amazing life, and it's a long story. We can't have the entire story. We have just reached to his 25 now. So it's a long way to go. We have not even reached the conversation of youngsters coming and falling for him and loving him so much and asking questions, etc. Sharada Ma is his wife and she will come and give food and he will not eat. She will literally force him, one meal, only one. Okay, or, not hungry, and he will run away. And such a person who is not even attached to food, wherever he goes to anybody's house for bhajan, when the bhajan is happening and when there is a break, when everybody are drinking chai, suddenly there will be a sound from the road. Poing, 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 ice. He will start running. He will jump holding his dhoti in the road behind that ice wallas. And everybody will feel ashamed. Yo, I told you are such a great soul and in front of all my relatives and neighbors you are running like this for ice cream. Maharaja, you said we will bring ice cream. Okay, bring. Many times this happened. And a few people accepted, a few people are doubtful, few people asked him openly, oh, why are you? So what? Ice cream is nice, right? The Gola ice cream. They will crush the ice, water, freeze the water and then they'll put rasam there. Later stage, he got throat cancer because of eating ice cream. And when a Mahatma came and asked, you are such a great Mahatma, you are Mahatma's Mahatma. Why did you get a throat cancer? He tells very beautifully, this body has come for a purpose. And as a body, this body should live with a purpose. And this is the thing which I am supposed to finish it off. And how will I get until I don't inject? So to get throat pain, I was intentionally getting addicted to it and I was eating wherever there is an opportunity. Ramana Maharshi says the same thing. We'll see about Ramana Maharshi one day, next week. Decided. So next Sadhu Talks, we will talk about Ramana Maharshi. He's also a great person, same like him. We need to understand these people from a different perspective. From our worldly box, we can't understand these Mahatmas. They all have a bigger purpose, bigger visuals. They are very random, according to us. We can't understand. There was one person, if I'm not wrong, his name was, I forgot his name. His name starts with Maha. And this Maha was a young man from college grad and he was coming first time to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's place to meet him because he heard about him. He was also inclined towards spirituality. By the time he was married, he was studying but married. And when he came to meet Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was sitting in a chair and barber was shaving Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And this young boy came and stood in front. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, what is your name? Mahasai. His name is Mahasai. He told, my name is Mahasai. Oh, very nice. You are looking very, very Tejasvi. Are you married? Yeah. In society, if you are married, then you will get respect. So he told, yes, I am married. Ayyo. Even Valka Poche. He openly told, his life is ruined. And he felt so bad. Hey, Maharaj, why are you saying this? What to do? You got married, right? And that boy used to regularly come. Normal person. For other size. One day what happened, when Swami Vivekananda was there, and when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's Dehanti ho gaya, he died, at that time when somebody was asking about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa to Vivekananda, at that time he told, my guru is not only for sannyasis, he is also for grihasthas. And then he was talking, he mentions, there is one grihastha, one married man, who is the ideal married man on earth. And he is Mahasai. And there is a book on Mahasai, his life, how a Adarsha Grihastha should live. And he was just a normal person. There are so many people, so many people around Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Everything was a miracle. Every second was a miracle. He could see everything around him, but he acted as if he is nothing. You remember that coin story I told? No, I didn't tell. One day what happened? So many Mahatmas and Swamijis were attracted towards him. Everybody heard about that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is great, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is great. So everybody decided, I want to see him. Let me see, he is greater than me or lesser. The normal mind goes with this, right? I want to show my powers to him, or I want to see whether he is more powerful than me, or I want to learn from him. Only 4 categories were coming. So all different Mahatmas and Sannyasis were coming and meeting him. One day a person came and he had superpowers. Come, I'll show you something. What? Come, I'll show you. They went near Ganges river, and that Mahatma, that Swamiji started walking in the river Ganges. And all the crowd started gathering. Other side, this side, everybody was, see something. And he walked and came back and stood in front of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So much of ego, so much of accomplishment in his face. When you get a degree, what happens? So he was looking, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was like a child in front of him. How many years you took to practice this much of sadhana? 35 years of sadhana to achieve this siddhi. It is only 35 paisa to cross this entire river within boat. Your 35 years is just 35 paisa worth. This is the most biggest shock he got in his whole life, I guess. 35 years tapas was defeated in one sentence. This fellow understood the deep thought which Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is saying. My dear Maharaja, I understood. He fell at his feet. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa again and again he tells, siddhis are dangerous. Don't go behind powers. When you practice, when you enter into spirituality, when you enter into sadhana, 100% siddhis will come to you. But if you get attracted towards siddhis, your life will be ruined. One very interesting thing I'll say and I'll complete. To say how Swami Vivekananda is just dust in front of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He himself says, right? Swami Vivekananda says that I am just a dust in front of Swami Vivekananda, Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. One day what happens? In Dakshineshwar temple garden, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was sleeping in his room near Ganges river. It's a very beautiful room. You all should see the room. That room is still available. Through window you can watch the entire place. And all the boys are sitting near Ganges river and doing meditation. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa could see from far distance. No. He was not sleeping there. He was sleeping in the first floor. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was sleeping in the first floor somewhere, and he was not sitting in the room. And a few boys, including Vivekananda, was doing meditation in the Ganges river. And Vivekananda was becoming so powerful because his intelligence was so sharp, because he had that powerful weapon of his life. What is the powerful weapon? Concentration. Who said? Beautiful. So Vivekananda was super concentrated in any action we do. So he gets all the results so quickly. So he wanted to show off. And there was a small boy named Kali next to him. He said, Kali, touch my thigh after 10 minutes of meditation. And he closed his eyes and started doing meditation. And after 10 minutes, that small boy touched Swami Vivekananda's knee. And he was thrown away from that place because there was a current shock passing through Vivekananda's body. And then slowly Vivekananda opened his eyes after a few minutes and looked at Kali. By that time, everybody were afraid and they were sitting aside. And Swami Vivekananda smiled. How? Somebody came running. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is calling Vivekananda. Naren. Naren was thinking, what? Why he is calling in this time? He went. Ramakrishna was sleeping. He told, never ever show your siddhi to others and never disturb young people like Kali. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was not even there in the sight. And he called and sent and told this. That time, Vivekananda understood siddhis are dangerous. And that is when the training started. You remember the time when he wants powers he didn't ask, even when he was giving direct access to Kali, right? India is India even after 2000 years of various invasions, still existing, powerful and colorful, even started establishing 28 acres of big temple in UAE, even after 2000 years, because of all these kinds of great Mahatmas, those who got birth in this land. India is not just piece of land. India got millions and millions of such Mahatmas. Mata Amritanandamayi says, in every village of India, there are Mahatmas. But they will not reveal. They will not even show even in the slightest way, they will act as normally as possible. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for Sadhana Club and the coordinators for giving this opportunity. Namaste.